Right. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Hatha Yoga. This is a Sunday live stream, which normally I'm doing Hatha Yoga on Thursdays. I did not do that this past Thursday because of the holiday, and I am out of town with my in-laws, so I'm not doing my live part class, which I normally do on Sunday. Hence, the Sunday live stream for Hatha Yoga. So, thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. We're going to begin in a reclined position. So go ahead and make yourself comfortable. Lay back and take a little bit of time to connect with the breath in Shavasana. Take deep breath, feeling how it affects both the body and the mind. And knees to chest. Hugging the knees into chest. And if you like, keep breathing deep. Gently roll side to side. And feet to the ground. Feet together, knees open, butterfly stretch. If you have any feeling of over compression in your low back, maybe put something under the feet like a towel or a pillow. Otherwise, the feet are grounded and together, the knees open out and down. Gravity opens the stretch for you, and you take time to just breathe. And let's go ahead and lift the knees. Exhale, knees to chest. And opening the arms, take the legs to the left And come back to center, legs to the other side. And continue side to side. And next time legs go off to the left, hold and keep the shoulders grounded. And other side. Yeah, let's go ahead and come on back to center. Gradually come up, either roll to a side or hold the back of the legs, rock up, and switch to the hands and knees. And let's go ahead and sway the ribs, pressing side to side. Notice this stretches the side of the hip a little bit as well. and enjoying that nice sway. And then come on back to center. And take child's pose. And next we're going to do a nice seated twist. So I like sitting on my heels. If you can do that, then that's good. And if you need to change the way you're sitting, like cross-legged, then that's perfectly fine. Just sit really tall and take a nice twist to the right. Other side, nice deep twist to the left. The shoulders peel open. And the breath is full and deep. And come on back to center. Let's take a big step up with the right foot for a nice runner's lunge. Step twice if needed, or maybe 3 times to have the knee above the heel or ankle. And take the right hand on the knee and twist. Come on back to center. Now let's take a half split. If your hamstring's tight, leave a little bend in the knee. Otherwise, lengthen the legs. Reach forward through the chest, neutral neck, centering the hips. Deep, deep breath. Go ahead and come on back to a nice runner's stretch. And transition to hands and knees. Exhale, downward dog. Child's pose. And come on up to sitting or kneeling. Big step up with the left foot. Left foot steps up. You have the knees nicely above the ankle, and then you use the left hand on the thigh and twist. Come on down and take half split, lengthening the spine. And come on back to runner. Come to hands and knees. And push into downward dog. Knees down. Elbows down. Walk the legs way back and drop the hips. Firm the legs. And then take a nice Sphinx stretch. Reach back through the ankles and work on lifting the chest. And come on down. Use the core and lift the legs and the chest. And exhale, lower. Keep the feet down, lift to an easy cobra, lift the hands, and then send the arms back. Shoulders open back, really open up in the chest. And exhale, lower. Now lift arms and legs, locust, roll the knees in, and exhale, release. Place the hands a little higher and wider than the shoulders, and inhale, cobra, using the arms but just a little bit. Exhale, lower, and tuck the chin. Inhale, roll to cobra, and exhale, lower. Arms overhead. Inhale, lifting the arms and the legs, and then exhale, lower. Elbows come back, opening up in the chest. Sphinx stretch, second round. So it may seem a little bit monotonous to do these poses again and again, but doing them again and again really helps the body to develop openings that may not naturally come to you on their own. Some people are naturally good at back bending, and so this experience for them is more about connecting with the breath and seeing how smooth you can make it. That's a good application for people who struggle with back bends also, but if you're natural at a pose, then you may not feel so much a challenge in the stretch. You aim to feel other things. Feel how your emotions respond to the experience. Feel how the breath helps you to slow down the thoughts in the mind. And come on down. Use the core and lift. Tuck under the toes. Downward dog. And then kneel down. Come back to sitting or kneeling and transition to have the right foot forward. Right foot forward. Runner's pose. Back heel down. Back toes point up. And come on up. Holding the front thigh. Sitting low into it. Lengthening the back leg. Warrior one. Exhale, come on down, center the back heel, twist, left arm down, right arm up, rotated runner. Come on down and now spin to the side. Pyramid stretch, neutral spine and neck, open hips, toned legs. Bring hands to the hips, draw into the core, stand on up. Open the right foot and the arms. Make sure the foot really opens. Adjust the width of the stance, take warrior two. Back leg is active. The hips are level. Glide down into the runner stretch and work on lifting the chest. If you like, lift and hold the thigh, and another option is to extend in the arms. Exhale, downward dog. Take some time to feel steady here and really ground. Two more deep breaths. Make the breath very long and enjoy prolonging the experience. Child's pose. And come to sitting or kneeling. And take a big step up with the left foot. Back heel down. Warrior one. Hands down. Center the back heel. Twisted runner. And come on down. And now spin to the side and take pyramid stretch. Take some deep breath, and if you're practicing near a fireplace, make sure you don't light your hair on fire or your beanie. Let's take two more breaths. And then bringing the hands on the hips, stand up tall and open up the left foot. Open it all the way. Spread the toes. Take warrior two. And go ahead and come on down to runner. Stretch, keep the hands on the ground, or lift and hold the thigh. Another option is to lift the arms and extend. Exhale, downward dog, and ground. Child's pose. Yeah. Let's go ahead and come to a sitting or kneeling position. Again, big step up with the right foot. And then take a twist with a half bind and either stay like this or lengthen the back leg. You want to do the variation you'll be able to do on both sides. So if you know you have to modify the second side, you should do the first side modified as well. Deep breath, a little bit more. Keep the back leg strong if that feels good on the joints. And come on down and now take a scissor stretch. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, plank. And then knees down. Big step up with the left foot. Step twice if you need. Knee above ankle. It's one of my key alignments I emphasize again and again. It's so good, and we use it for so many different poses. Really helps the health of the knee. Take a lift and then a half bind. And if you modified and kept the knee down on the first side, do that again. Otherwise, lengthen the back leg and deepen the twist with the breath. And we'll come on back to center and take scissor stretch. And downward dog. And knees down. Let's go ahead and adjust to a seated posture. Bring the legs wide into a nice straddle. Sit tall and bring the arms up, abdominal in. Then stretch to the right. Maybe just holding the leg, eventually one hand, both hands to foot. Come back to center. Arms lift, abdominals in. And other side, holding the shin or eventually the foot. And come back to center. And now let's glide forward just a little bit, maybe prop up on the fingertips. You don't want to slouch excessively, but do feel a sense of rolling the thighs back. And if you can lengthen, primarily minimal rounding to the back, and come forward more, keep reaching forward through the chest. That's what will help you to lengthen and keep open in that area so you can breathe. And release from the stretch. We're going to slowly bring the legs a little closer and take a nice cross-legged seat. Maybe sit on a pillow or a folded blanket if your knees are really high and you feel stiff in your joints. Otherwise, sit tall, relax the arms. Let's just close the eyes and take about a minute of time for peace and quiet, observing, say, approximately 5 long, smooth breaths. Come on back to the body. Switch which leg is forward. Arrange the arms on the thighs. Sit very tall. And let's take another little session of quiet time. Come on back to the body and adjust into a Dandasana pose. So extend the legs, hips back, sit tall and bring the arms up, abs in. And then leading with the chest, let's do Paschimottanasana. And then release from that stretch. Now bend the legs just a little bit so you can point the toes and have the feet flat. Take fists or your flat palms and bring them pretty good distance behind you and take a tabletop. Only take the head back if it feels good. Deep breath. And come on down. Lower the hips. Draw them back a bit. Take Navasana. Partial, a little bit more, or full Navasana. And then transition back to Dandasana, flexing the feet. As you lower the legs, you're lifting the arms, moving in unison. And take a very strong posture in Dandasana. Active legs, tall spine, open chest and shoulders, deep breath. And reach forward through the chest. And more of a significant hold here in Paschimottanasana. And release from the forward bend. Let's set up to lower onto the back. Scoot on up. When you have enough room, glide back, knees to chest. And then from knees to chest, set up for bridge. Feet to the ground. And depending on how flexible you are, if you're more flexible, you may want to tuck the feet in more. That might not feel good. Just so long as the feet and the thighs stay relatively parallel, that's what we want for our bridge. We're going to go ahead and inhale, lift about halfway. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift maybe a little farther if that feels good. Just lift to the level that feels good. And come down. And then go ahead and lift as much as you can without straining, of course. You're with your breath. And we'll continue a couple more rounds of the bridge. Lifting, opening. And when ready, lift to bridge and hold. Hugging knees in, chest opens, deep breath. And go ahead and come on down. Take the feet wide and bend the knees in. And then bring the feet again as wide as the hips. We're going to do another round of the bridge. It may help to have, if you have blocks in your home practice, using a block under the hips can be really great. Otherwise, the hands will work perfectly well also. So lift, hands under hips. If you want, just hold bridge. Otherwise, extended bridge. Right knee into the chest, point the foot, and extend. Release. Renew the buoyancy of the open chest and bridge. Left side, knee into chest, point the foot. Keep the right leg centering. Breathe. And release. And come on down from the bridge. Now bring the feet together and enjoy butterfly, just like we did in the beginning, but maybe you can feel yourself sinking deeper and deeper here. And knees lift, hands alongside the hips, point the toes, extend, and take a leg extension pose. You could do this with the block under the hips. You would have your feet down, lift, and place that first, of course. And maybe just your hands give you a little extra height. But with or without any props, we're enjoying inverting the legs, pointing the ankles. Your hamstrings are super tight, knees bending is totally fine, but do your best to have good length and take some breath. Also with length, particularly making a long, smooth exhale. And release. From that stretch, lengthen the left leg, open the arms a bit, and pivot onto the left hip for a nice deep hip side stretch. Use your left hand on the thigh if you like. Right shoulder is grounded, neck long. Deep breath. In. Other side. And come on back to knees to chest. And then from here, we'll take a nice long shavasana. So lengthen the legs or do a hip opener posture if you prefer. Breathe, round, and let go. Deepen the breath. And begin to wiggle the fingers and toes. Slowly come back to the body. Take knees to chest. Give yourself a well-deserved hug. And let's go ahead and conclude with a comfortable seat. Do a clearing breath and a round of Om. So sit tall, breathe deep in through the nose, open mouth, let it out. And then inhaling. Namaste. All right. Thank you very much, everyone. This has been Hatha Yoga, which normally I'm doing on Thursdays. So tune in this upcoming week on Thursday for a 10:30 a.m. class. This is on California time, so that's Pacific Standard Time. All classes are for donation. There's typically a link in the description below. You can send me PayPal or Venmo if you are willing and able. And if you're not able to donate, don't worry about it, but it helps me out a lot to have a subscription. So do that and hit the notification bell. Like the video, leave a positive comment. It helps with the searchability for it all. And share with your friends. Click the link, text it to a friend, say, hey, check this out. I think you'd like this. And it all helps so very much. So thank you. I will continue the content as much as I can and look forward to training together more in the virtual realm. If you are local to Santa Cruz, I'm doing core conditioning classes on Wednesday at 3:30 and Hatha Yoga classes on Sunday at 10 a.m., both at Winkle Farm Park. So check those out. And when the weather's not good, like if it's rain, we do a rain delay and try and do them in a couple days later. So doing the live classes with distance and fresh air, dress warmly. And if you can't make those classes, keep up with the online work. And I will see you again in the near future. Ciao.